Namaste everyone. Welcome to my channel Abundant Love. So today I'm back with a new reading again. So the topic is really interesting. I did one past life reading long time back. So today I thought, why not do this again? Because at different stages of our present life on earth, at different phases, there are uh, like karmic debt of different past lives that are being paid or being released. So basically, we'll see which past life karma are you releasing at this phase of your life, at this present phase. Okay, so five options today. Okay, I don't know why I felt strongly I should have five options. So this peacock is for option one viewers, fruit mini bottle option two viewers, mini Buddha for option three viewers, this multi-stone bracelet for option four viewers, and the mermaid mini bottle for option five viewers. Now you can choose any one option or more than one option based on what resonates very strongly with you. Okay, now once you have made your choice, you can go to the video description or you can see the top comment in the comment section. You will see next to each option there is a timestamp. Once you click on the timestamp, your reading will start from there. For example, if you have chosen option 5 or the mermaid mini bottle, you do not need to see the entire video. You go to the video description, click on the timestamp next to option 5, and your reading will start from there. Okay, so before I start, I'll say my usual prayer, and you can use this time to choose your option. Dear gods, goddesses, angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, and all the positive light workers of the universe, please put me and the viewers of this video inside your protection bubble. Through this video, please help the viewer receive messages that they need to hear about specifically the particular past life karma that is being released by them right now. Thank you so much for your guidance, for your love, and everything that you do for us. Lots and lots of love. Okay, now we can start. I'll keep this other options aside in the same order so that I don't forget the order. Welcome to your reading, dear option 1 viewers who chose this majestic peacock. Okay, so let us see. Let me keep this aside. I'll do this here. And we'll see which past life karma is being released by you right now. Okay, so this is my past life oracle deck. I'll take 3 cards initially from this deck just to get a picture. If like later I realize that there's something missing, we'll get more cards. Okay, but to start with, I'm nervous too because this is not something that I do regularly. So please give me feedback for this reading, okay, in the comment section. Good, bad, everything. Dear Spirit, what is the past life karma that option 1 viewers are releasing now? Thank you. Thank you, Divine. So then from the Rider-Waite Tarot, I'll take 3 cards to understand, like, so we took the past life cards to understand the past life, and now from the Rider-Waite Tarot, we'll try to understand its direct effect on your present life at this point of time, whenever you're watching this video, okay? Remember, it is a timeless reading. Okay, thank you, Divine. Next, from definitely our Seekers of Light deck, I'll take 2 cards, like, which will talk about like the lessons that you are learning, right? Or highlight the lessons. Thank you, Divine. One more card, please. One card, divine. Thank you. And finally, from the blessings deck, like we'll see throughout this situation, okay, what is the blessing that you are receiving in this lifetime? If you are releasing a past life karma that was repeating on, then there has to be a blessing that is coming with it. Okay, let us now dive into your reading. Option 1, viewers. We'll see your, I'll have to see them all together. Ah, 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 ah. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. I love past life readings, but I don't get to do them very often. So let's see your cards. So, first, past life card you got is about spouse. Okay. Let me show you the cards one by one and then we'll talk about it. Then the next card you got from your past life is about trust and faith. And the third past life card you got about is persecution and inquisition. So just from these three cards, there are two things I'm seeing. Okay, like this particular past life karma can be like two things for some of you. For some of you, it can be one of the two things. For others of you, it has to be the other of the two things. But I'm getting for most of you, it's like two things in parallel or two things somehow are connected. Okay. So one is obviously like this card says about spouse, some relationship that you had with a certain person that keeps remaining unfulfilled. Okay. And even though I do not like the word or the meaning of the word twin flame relationship, I'm getting strong vibes regarding that because in the twin flame terminology, like it is usually one person chasing the other, and in the next lifetime, again, the other person is chasing the previous person. So it's something like that. And like I said, the other thing, like the card says, is about being persecuted by maybe your religion, religious group, or a religious leader, or a group of people who thought that you were not paying respect, paying enough respect to their uh, religion or groupism or whatever it is, but definitely you were persecuted, which caused so much fear in you that this pattern um, may have been repeated again in this lifetime. But before I come to this lifetime, like in the past life, it can be connected. Like it can be like the person you got married to someone in this lifetime, but you belong to different faiths or different religions, and that's why you could have been persecuted. Okay, so this may be connected, and for others, it can be two separate things that. Uh, you love this person, you just started building a home, but for an entirely different reason, which involved some authority figures of a religion. I keep getting religion, um, that you had to run away, okay, just to save your skin, to save your life. Um, and that's why, like, this union was left unfulfilled. So, in this lifetime, you are carrying both the fear and the craving for this union. You are carrying the fear of being persecuted again. You're also carrying the craving of being united with this loved one. Okay. But remember, the second card talks about trust and faith. So the good thing through all of this, I think, your trust and faith in yourself and in some divine power was very strong in spite of everything that you went through in this particular past life. It was very, very strong. And that is the good karma or the, reward that you brought to this lifetime also. So now let me show you your present lifetime cards. So in your present lifetime, you got the Hanged Man. Okay, I would put the Hanged Man next to the Persecution and Inquisition. Okay, you got the Hierophant again next to Trust and Faith. I'll put it, and let's see if we can fit the other card here. You got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I'll put it on this side. So in this lifetime, the karma that you're releasing is the fear of being persecuted again by by an authority figure. Okay, in this lifetime, like it's the 21st century. Okay, like as an individual, you are not probably being targeted by like a church or a temple or whatever. But at the same time, it may be that you have so much fear that you prefer to stay stuck in one place with the hanged man than standing up to authority because you really feel uncomfortable because you fear that they might cause some loss or something. So you prefer being stuck. It's not like you are unhappy, okay? But you know you're being stuck and it's not a comfortable situation, also, right? The hanged man is like that. So that is one thing I'm getting. The other thing I'm getting, like, it could have been that you were actually hung when in your past lifetime. You were probably, hung by, like, that's how some of you, not all of you, some of you left your body because you were persecuted and hung with a rope, like this hangman is. So that kind of makes you feel very uncomfortable. Your subconscious carries those memories of extreme fear. Okay. But at the same time, like I said, the trust and faith in something higher is also in you. Okay. So in this lifetime, even though those fear are like embedded very deep inside, on the surface you're fine with where you are, but your spirit guides are coming in and helping you release this fear so that you can grow. And that is where this Knight of Pentacles comes in. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is a very, very slow moving energy, but at the same time it is a knight, so it'll always take action. Okay, so the karma that you are releasing is you are releasing this fear of persecution for yourself. You are building on to the trust and faith even more. You will see in the near future, you will probably have the courage to speak up against an authority figure, particularly if you feel suffocated by an authority figure. Okay, this Hierophant card uh, represent traditions. Okay, so if in your past life it was traditions that affected your happiness, in this lifetime you will have the courage, your spirit guides will give you the courage to speak up against this authority figure and point out that yeah, there should be a balance, there should be some flexibility even in traditions, like that. Okay, you will find your voice, I'm seeing. And once you do that, then you will slowly, like, this block will be released and then this slow moving energy will start gaining momentum. Okay, right now it is an opportunity which I'm almost seeing like waiting, like this guy is like waiting to hand over this pentacle to you. But you are too scared. Okay, you cannot. And again, it comes from your subconscious patterns that you don't know whether it's good and bad. You don't want to take the risk because there is a lot of fear. Okay, there's a lot of fear. You would rather prefer being in the same place, even if it's uncomfortable, even if you have to suppress your voice, than moving towards the unknown. So here again, your guides are coming in and helping you uh, find that courage to not suppress anymore, to speak up against authority figure. And as soon as you start doing that, you will see this opportunities coming towards you very, very fast. And this is, of course, a money making opportunity. So when this block is released, I'm seeing like uh, you you feel like somehow this block was making you feel undeserving of making more money, almost like you're guilty of making more money. You feel guilty, but that one, as soon as the block is released, you will, like, very naturally money will flow to you, and things will progress rapidly. The other thing I'm seeing, the Hierophant, for some of you, is actually a positive card, okay? It can be a mentor or a spiritual master, okay? Who you found in this lifetime, who you connected with in this lifetime, and they are actually removing a lot of karma, a lot of karmic baggage from your sacral chakra, from your root chakra, and that's how you are able to move on. But you are connecting with the spiritual master also because you had shown so much trust and faith in the higher power in spite of adversities in this particular past life. Okay. um, Next to cards from the what should I say, Seekers of Light deck, you have is Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. See, again, the trust is so important for you, and it comes to you so naturally. Like, even in this lifetime, if you've gone through a lot of obstacles, you are still like the hanged man. Like, even when he's hung, he is completely at peace. He's stable. Okay, even though there is discomfort and everything, he still finds his stability because he has a lot of trust in heaven. And let me read this message. It says, "You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur." Okay, so definitely Archangel Michael is around you. Archangel Michael, like I said, is the archangel who stabilizes us, who makes us feel protected, feel safe. Okay, he heals the root chakra. So the trust I'm seeing is being reflected in both your past life and your present situation. And the trust, the immense trust in a higher power, is what is pulling you out of this difficult, stagnant situation. Okay. And then the next card again is talking about Radha or soul flame. So remember, we were just talking about the twin flame situation with the spouse, right? So for some of you, like it's already said, it can be connected or it can be disconnected events. But this this thing, like, until you feel you are uniting with this particular soul, and they, in this lifetime, they may come as a partner, they may come as a work colleague, they may come as a mentor. Okay, it can be anything, but it is like a soul union that your soul is craving for. And this card says, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. Okay, so these are like the two major karmic release that is happening for you. One is, of course, what we talked about, standing up to authority, overcoming fear, and moving forward. And the second is the soul connection that you were missing. Okay, it almost felt as if you yourself have lost something that is being reconnected again. Okay, and finally, the major blessing that is happening through all of this, I think all this fear and this frustration was probably affecting your health for most of you. And that's why the major blessing that you are receiving is a blessing for healing of injury or illness. A blessing for healing of injury or illness. I'm sure most of you know this, but I'll say again, whenever we suppress too much, like our past life patterns, especially, uh, they get accumulated around our root chakra, sacral chakras, around the lower chakras, okay? And then, like, when too much is suppressed, even in this lifetime, then physical diseases start manifesting, okay? So, probably, like, since these two are the major things that you had to suppress, you somehow had to like carry it like a heavy baggage. You were carrying it so far like a heavy baggage because you don't know what else to do. Like if a part of you feels lost, you don't know how to force them and reunite with them. And the other was how to just stand up to authority and bring yourself out of a stuck situation. So you didn't know that, but your guides are coming in, giving you the courage, giving you the strength, giving you the resources, giving you or sending the right people also around you so that you are able to do that. And once you're able to do that, you feel lighter. And the major blessing that is happening through all this is that you are healing, definitely healing some portions of your physical body, whether it came through a long illness or an injury. Okay, so I think that is like a major past life karma being released. It's actually two past life karmas, right? For most of you, for some of you they are connected, for some of you they are disconnected, but they are being released. So I'm so happy for you, option one. If this reading resonated, you know what to do, right? Especially for this reading, I'm requesting you guys to give some feedback because past life readings are not something I do very often. So, if you guys give me feedback, then like I feel good or bad or anything. I know, okay, this resonated, this did not. Okay, maybe like just I love reading comments, especially if they are connected to your past lives. Okay, so I will see you again in my next reading. You guys like, comment, share this video, encourage your friends to subscribe, and take care. Lots and lots of love. Bye bye. Okay, let me put these cards back one by one before I move on to the next option. Welcome to your reading. Sorry, guys. I think I'll start again. I don't know why I started laughing. Welcome to your reading, my dear option 2 viewers who chose this fruit mini bottle. Okay, let us keep this aside and let us now see which past life karma you are releasing at this phase of life. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you are watching this, it is relevant at that time. Okay, so this is my past life oracle deck. I'll take 3 cards from this to get a picture of which past life and whatever information spirit guides want you to know. If later I feel that the information is not enough, I may draw more cards from this deck. Okay, thank you, Divine. Then from the Rider Waite Tarot deck, I will also take 3 cards to get an idea about how that particular past life is affecting your present life, like right when you are watching this reading. Okay, thank you, Divine. Thank you. One more card, please. Thank you, Divine. Then from the Seekers of the Light Tarot deck also, we'll see like what are the lessons that are being completed through this situation. Okay, thank you, Divine. And finally, what is like the major blessing that you are receiving when this karma is being released? Okay, definitely, definitely, everything has a huge blessing hidden. Sometimes they're hidden, sometimes they're obvious. Okay. Thank you. Let us dive into your reading now. Option 2, viewers. Okay. Aha. Hmm. Okay, sorry. Apologies, option 2. I totally zoned out because I was looking at the cards. So let me show you your past life cards first. Like the specific past life that we are talking about here was during the biblical times. Okay, so biblical times is, I think, just before Jesus Christ was born. Yeah, around that area or around that time period. Or apologies again, I haven't read the entire Bible, but those of you who are familiar with the Bible, you will know biblical times. And like this image shows, like there was like this was like the profession, like wood cutting and doing things by hand, right? It was way before any industrial evolution or anything. So there were no machines, nothing. So this was the time uh, where this past life was happening for you guys. And as your profession, what you got was a scribe or a writer. Okay, so maybe you guys wrote some for something as a profession, or maybe it was your hobby, or yeah, or I'm also seeing like this was a way of collecting information and transferring information like that, or keeping records, something like that. Okay, and this can be important for the karma that you're releasing in this lifetime, but we'll try to find that out later. The third past life card you got is about spouse. Okay, so in this biblical times, the information that we got so far, that in this biblical times, uh, you had a profession which was connected to writing. It can be a profession or a hobby, doesn't matter. And um, you were in a marital relationship, okay? And the karma that is happening right now or being released right now was related to the times, to your profession, and to your relationship with your spouse as well. Okay. Now let us try to see this present cards and find out that. Okay. So the present life, one of the cards is Ten of Swords. Okay. So Ten of Swords is an extremely painful card, right? Like this guy, he's so wounded, he cannot even get up. So what I'm getting is like due to some reason which can be related to your spouse as well in the past life, that you were extremely, extremely hurt, physically hurt, maybe. It may be possible that you were physically hurt. You loved this person, you settled down with them, but things didn't turn out, okay? Like, probably your relationship turned bitter, and it could have turned bitter mainly uh, due to your profession. Like, maybe you wrote something about somebody powerful and they did not like it, and your spouse did not like it either, because you were risking their safety also, because this person was powerful and they could have harmed you and all that. So maybe this person eventually did not do anything, but you and your spouse had a fallout due to that, okay? And that is one karma, that is one deep, deep impression that you have carried over in this lifetime. Then you also have the King of Cups. Okay, again, there are so many different scenarios coming to my mind. And your third card is the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles and this biblical card is resonating in a similar energy for me, because in the Three of Pentacles, so in the biblical card, like this is talking about the biblical times, but this is showing a man who's very hardworking, eager to learn from others, eager to do well in what he does. Okay, so that is an attribute also that you have brought in the present lifetime, and in this lifetime also you are eager to learn from others. But at the same time, with the Three of Pentacles, what I'm sensing is you feel you feel nervous when there are seniors around you. You feel like you are being judged, you are being criticized for your work. So you take that extra pressure on yourself, okay, to show like I have to do well. It has to be A1. Okay, the final product has to be A1. And if it is anything less than that, um, all your happiness vanishes. Okay, and this is happening because in a previous lifetime, you wanted to deliver the best, and when you could not, everything came tumbling down. In the past life, you uh, wanted to do your best, you were doing good in your job, but when something did not work in your favor, and I just give an example, it could be just ruffling feathers of a higher authority or something. Your home just crumbled to smithereens, right? Because you and your spouse had a fallout and everything. So in this lifetime also you are carrying, like, in a way it's good because you still want to do the best, you want to deliver the best in your work, and you're eager to learn also, which are all the good qualities. But the negative aspect is you expect too much from yourself. Even if others are content, you cannot be content. Or if others just say even a little bit negative thing, you feel heavily judged, okay? Even when others are just watching you, you are like, no, 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 they are watching me, so I have to perform my A1 or A plus performance like that. So, which is why you are facing this Ten of Swords situation in the present lifetime. You probably, at this point, when you're watching this reading, there has been a situation where you feel totally burnt out from all sides. Okay, it could have started from your work because you were expecting too much from yourself, you did not meet the expectations, you became unhappy. That unhappiness started radiating in your home life as well. Okay, and then arguments started at home, and then it again started affecting your health. So from, like, Ten of Swords is when you feel so defeated that you don't even think of getting up. Okay, so like that, some past life karma like that may be happening for you in your present life, where you are feeling like you want to work, you like working, you like learning, but you feel like suddenly everything mm, is going against you in every aspect of your life, and you cannot stand on your feet again. Okay. But the good thing is, you also have the King of Cups here. Okay. And again, this is something. So, again, there are two scenarios here. So, your spouse from your past life may be the King of Cups. Okay. For some of you, I'm getting that. Your spouse might actually be a very compassionate person who is, who sees what you're going through, and they're patient. Even though you don't feel that, some of you may not agree to that, but if you introspect, you will see they're actually being very patient with you. So, because they are actually very compassionate people, and you guys together have already gone through this situation. So, this time to release this karma, what is happening is there's a lot of compassion, either from your spouse or from yourself. Like, that is the second scenario. The second scenario is you are the King of Cups yourself, that in spite of everything, you are not, like, you are nurturing your compassionate side more. Okay. Like, this is how you are releasing the past life karma. You are now at present, when you're watching this video, probably you have already started doing this. You are choosing self love. You are choosing to be compassionate to yourself. You are choosing to lower your expectations from yourself. Okay. Like I said, it can be either you or your spouse, because it was a past life karma, right? So for each one of you, it's either or of the situation. But the good thing is, this karma of stressing yourself too much and then having every aspect of your life crumble down due to the negative effects of that stress. That was the past life karma that is being released in this life. How? By being extremely compassionate to yourself and to people around you. Because King of Cups is a leader, right? He's still the king. So he's still in charge, still in control. Okay, especially if you're a man. Okay, especially if you're a man, uh, like, you were probably conditioned to act or think in a different way, but with awareness, you are deconditioning yourself. You're coming out of that conditioning, and you're choosing to be compassionate. You are choosing to accept yourself, to lower your expectations, to be patient with your family. And pretty soon you are coming out of this Ten of Swords situation, and you are coming out because you're choosing to be the King of Cups. Okay, so let us see your Seekers of the Light cards. The one card you got, Commander Ashtar, Call to Action. And it says, take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. Okay. So remember, in the past life, what happened was you tried to take charge of something by exposing somebody. That example keeps coming to my mind. But that did not work out because your home life crumbled, especially the relationship with your partner, and you could not complete that. Okay, you just had to go back into a shell or something. This time maybe a similar situation has happened, where you tried to do well in work or in some case, and then when people started questioning it, you could not take the pressure, and it started affecting everything, and you went into the Ten of Swords. But the difference this time is your spirit guides are coming in and helping you to embrace this King of Cups energy. In the past life, it ended there, that everything has crumbled, nothing more to live for, I'll go and hide. But this lifetime, you are like, okay, nothing is in my control anyway, but I will not give up. I will take baby steps, and I'll be extremely patient and kind to myself first. This is how the past life karma is being released. And you are taking baby steps, you are taking action. But at the same time, you are being extremely kind, because your next card is hope, love, and acceptance. And this message says, love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. choose loving thoughts. So I'll say this again. If some of you are going through relationship issues with your spouse, okay, due to like whatever work pressure or whatever happened in the past, it it is going to be peacefully resolved, okay, it is going to be healed, because now you are consciously choosing to be this compassionate leader. You will lead by example. It's not only leading a group of people, it's like showing others by example how to hit rock bottom, but at the same time be graceful, be kind. And that is how you rise above your ashes, right? So, this lifetime, I think the karma is being released hugely because you are being really accepting. You are accepting the situation for what it is, and you still choose to love yourself and people around you. And at the same time, you are not being passive and loving people. You are taking action, even if they are baby steps. If some steps are painful, you are taking a pause. That's fine, and then you are starting again. Okay. And again, let me know if in this lifetime, okay, I think I'll take one clarifier for the scribe or writer, because the Three of Pentacles is telling me, yes, in your work, other people's opinion probably are still necessary. Okay. But still, I feel like I should take one clarifier for the scribe or writer card in the present life. Let's see. Divine, please give a clarifier for the scribe or writer past life card. Okay, I drew one card. Okay. What I was thinking exactly, because you got the Hierophant, right? What I was saying is like you may have written about some authority figure which a lot of people did not like because they all looked up to him. So Hierophant is like that, right? Here this person looks like the Pope almost, who represents tradition and who is the head of a huge organization which millions of people follow, right? So something like that, I think. So they're saying in this lifetime, some of you may still be a writer, but some all of you don't have to be the writer, but whatever your profession is in this lifetime, here also is the same thing. You probably spoke against some rules which was led by a senior leader, which was laid down by a senior leader, and they did not like it. And that's why, you got entangled in politics, you ruffled feathers, and that kind of started um, to dissipate in your married life as well. And, finally you ended up like this, a person defeated, out of energy. But don't worry. Don't worry. Your guys are with you. They are filling your heart with so much love that you are not afraid anymore. You have hit rock bottom. So, what is there to be afraid of? That is the attitude that you will be having, okay? And you will be so kind to yourself. You will be so nice to, so accepting of all the situations around you that this huge, deep rooted karma will naturally dissolve, okay? I'm seeing a lot of love. I know the past life and this Ten of Swords makes this reading sound a little bit, I don't know, tough or difficult. But when I'm seeing the King of Cups and the call to action and the love acceptance, I'm seeing like this is really possible. Okay, in this lifetime, this is what you are capable of completely eliminating from your life. Okay, so this is the major, major past life karma that is being released. And let us not forget what is the major blessing, a blessing for good men and fathers. Okay, so if you're a man watching this video, like gender wise, if you're a man, definitely, I'm getting that in this particular past life also you were a man, and that's why you had a, people were not sympathetic to you at all. And in this life, you are still a man and you choose to be so kind that people start perceiving men differently. Like there's a common notion that men are not that sensitive, or men are not that kind like women are, but that notion is going to change. If people around you used to think like that, they will see you, they'll learn from you, because you are still the leader, right? Like you are still delivering what you are supposed to do, but at the same time you are doing it by showing kindness, compassion, acceptance. So that is the major blessing. And of course, if you are a woman watching this reading, again, I'm getting, in the previous lifetime, you were a man and you felt that being a man probably put you in that situation. So in this lifetime, you chose to come as a woman, but you will see that the men around you are actually very, from now onwards. Okay, so far I don't know how they were. Probably the authority figure that caused all this trouble was a man, but now you will have good men around you. Okay, and definitely if your father is here, you will get a lot of support from your father. If your father has crossed over, then you definitely have their blessings. Okay, and if some of you were worried about your father, particular due to this Ten of Swords situation, because maybe you are the only breadwinner, okay, and your father has just retired, and you were really worried that if I'm going down, then he's also going down with me. I don't want that. Or you probably have to pay for his health treatment and all that. So they're saying, don't worry, everything is being taken care of. The major blessing that is coming out of releasing this huge past life karma is a blessing for good men and fathers. So this is all I have for you, my dear option 2 viewers. This reading, like you can see, is extremely new for me. So please leave some feedback in the comments. Okay, what resonated, what did not, everything. I would love to know. Okay, so please hit the like button as well. Share this with your friends, encourage them to subscribe. I will see you again in my next reading. Till then, stay blessed. Lots and lots of love. Bye bye. Okay, let's put the cards back. I think today's video is going to be really long. I can't help it. Welcome to your reading, my dear option 3 viewers who chose this mini Buddha. Let us keep it aside and let us now dive into your past life. Okay, so from this past life oracle deck, I will draw 3 cards to get an idea about which particular lifetime or any specifications that spirit guides want you to know. Okay, spirit, which particular lifetime karma is being released by my dear option 3 viewers whenever they're watching this reading. Remember, this is a timeless reading. Okay, like you watch it now and you can come back later also, maybe after 2 years, to see if you're in the same phase or a different phase. Okay, now from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck again, I'll take 3 cards to understand like how this particular past life is influencing your present situation. Okay, whenever you are watching this, divine, how this particular lifetime is influencing their present. Thank you, divine. One more card, please. How is this particular lifetime influencing their present? Thank you. Then from the Seekers of the Light deck, we'll see like what is that soul lessons? What are the soul lessons? What is the guidance for you in this present lifetime to release this karma, right? Like, I'm sure you are very close to releasing this karma, otherwise, your spirit guides would not bring you here. Thank you, Divine. And through everything that has happened in this situation, what is one major, major blessing that you are receiving by releasing this past life karma? One major blessing, Divine, due to releasing this past life karma. Thank you, Divine. Okay, let us dive into your reading. Option 3, viewers. So give me a minute while I look. I don't believe this. No, I'm saying I don't believe this because there's one particular past life card that is popping out in almost all the options. All the options that I'm doing till now. You're the third option. So we'll see. We will. Your past life karma that is being released is so obvious because like the past and present cards are really really synchronous, and I'll show you one by one. So first I'm showing you your past life cards. Okay, so this particular past lifetime that we are talking about was during the Greco-Roman period, like gladiators and all that. Okay, when Roman Empire was at its peak, I would say. And you can Google that particular time period. And why the time period is important, you will see in your next card, is because of wars and battles. Okay. So, like I said, this is so obvious. Whenever you are involved, like it's obvious you were involved in some kind of wars and battles. You were probably a soldier. You could have been a leader leading your troops into the battle. You can be like an army veteran. So you were involved in these wars and battles. And these, like we all know by now, any kind of violence, especially to fellow human beings, cause tremendous trauma that keeps getting stored. Okay, and when you go to the next lifetime, unless you release that, um, it it'll probably you'll probably find in the present lifetime that you keep getting involved in battles. Okay, now it might not be, some of you might have family members who have gone to war, and that probably caused some kind of loss in the family. And some of you, like in the present times, if you are not going to actual wars, you might find yourself getting involved in like serious war of words with people, even when you don't mean to. Okay. And the third card that you got from your past life is about the spouse. Okay. And I was surprised because so far, option one, option two, and your option three, everybody got the spouse card from the past life, like the exact spouse card from the past life. So, which makes me think that whatever, like, the obvious trauma is for the battles, but it also caused a separation from your spouse, right? So, just because, like, you married, you probably wanted to live a happy family life, but that wish remained unfulfilled because you had to uh, leave your family, leave your spouse for a war. So this like two deep impressions running within you in the present lifetime. One impression is like the feeling of being separated, like the fear of being separated from your loved one all the time. You have that fear, or for some of you, I'm seeing it's a fear. For some of you, it probably actually has happened in this lifetime also. Probably uh, some things happened that were beyond your control and you had to separate from your wife. Okay, so that may have happened. Or for some of you who are still together, you probably have this fear that we are not going to make it, we may get separated. So let us see your present life cards. Okay, so you have the devil. So the devil is again talking about the energy that drags you into this warlike pattern, okay? But at the same time, you guys also have the Two of Cups, okay? Which is telling me now that initially I was saying that you have this fear, but at the same time, whether you are single or separated or recently living together, married, it doesn't matter. Like the way this karma will be released is you will have a partner who will love you a lot, and there will be a balanced exchange of energy, okay? Where both feel loved, respected, valued by each other, and both will bring the stability. Okay, so that is one karma that is being released. So for whatever reasons in the past life, that stability was missing, that separation was inevitable. But this lifetime, that karma is being released because your soul was craving for this other soul, and you guys are finally being reunited. Okay, for most of you, I'm seeing it is romantic love, but for some of you, this person may come as a work partner as well. Okay, and you guys probably will do very well in your business or in your field of work because you guys like just like psychic, you can hear each other's thoughts and you know how the other person would respond, and you work together very very well. So the Two of Cups is showing that. So this is how that the pain of separation is being healed and that karma is being released. But now coming back to the other karma, which is like uh, if you had been in a war and battle in a previous lifetime, you probably have that tendency to get triggered at the drop of a hat. Okay, so some people may perceive you like that, like a person who gets angry very easily, and that might be the devil inside you that is instigating you, because you have done that so much in this particular lifetime that that feels natural to you, I would say. Like, which is why you tend to get caught up in, meaningless fights, meaningless arguments, war of words. So that needs to be released. The good thing is you got the Nine of Cups, okay, which is an extremely positive card in the present lifetime. So I'm seeing that for you, particularly option three, in this lifetime, this union with the Two of Cups is extremely important. This partner will help you overcome this tendency of getting involved in quarrels, squabbles, bickering. For some of you, you might have gotten involved in court cases as well due to, this tendency of getting into wars and arguments and all that. But once you and this person unite, it will bring so much healing, so much love in your heart that this devilish pattern will start uh, getting diluted on its own. And finally, you have the Nine of Cups, which is an extremely positive card. It means wish fulfillment. So there is some wish that is going to get fulfilled. And when it since it's coming after the Devil card and the Two of Cups, I'm sensing strongly that this Nine of Cups is definitely fulfilling your wish of being united with the one, with your soulmate, and at the same time, it is also bringing you out of this pattern of getting involved in wars and all. Okay, you will win. Okay, because let me show you your major blessing, because it makes sense now to show it now. Major blessing throughout the situation you are getting is a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. So this is probably the continuation of this battle from this lifetime. It can be with a particular person, it can be with a group of people, it can be a legal case that you're fighting in court. Okay, so this battle could not be avoided because the impression was coming from a previous lifetime. But you are being blessed, okay, so that this battle karma will be released completely in this lifetime, okay, and then it will not repeat itself. So for your two I would say advice cards or whatever, these cards are also about your present life, but the messages are coming from the masters, right? So you got Paul the Venetian experiencing grace, which resonates so strongly with the Nine of Cups. It says, share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So, like I already said, once you get united with the one, with your soulmate, there will be so much love that you will automatically attract a lot of grace, and that will bring all these beautiful rewards with the Nine of Cups. So many wishes will be fulfilled. And you also got Kutumi, the cloak of wisdom. It says you already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Okay, so definitely you are getting wiser. That is one major upgrade that is happening. That in this lifetime, also, probably you started with the same pattern, getting embroiled in, war of words, arguments, and squabbles, and all that. But you finally learn your lesson. When this spouse comes, you both work together. It can be a spouse or it can be any kind of partner, and you both work together and win this battle, because you're being blessed on this battle that cannot be avoided. With complete 100% awareness, you realize that the devil is sitting inside you. So you start treating yourself with love, you start treating others with love, and you are getting, like, you probably have a lot of spiritual gifts also, some of you, I'm seeing, because this experiencing grace talks about sharing your gifts. Okay, so not only are you experiencing a lot of grace, you are sharing that grace with people around you. Okay, and that eventually dilutes the devil energy so much that it gets released. Okay, and you are definitely getting a lot wiser, and they're saying you already know the answer you seek. Okay, so I think for most of you, you were probably worried about this battle or battle like situation that is surrounding you, and your guides are coming in and saying, don't worry, because you have the Nine of Cups. It is happening because this particular past life karma or this past life pattern that you were carrying of getting involved in wars and battles was sitting dormant inside you. So that needs to be released. That can only be released by bringing it to the surface. Okay, but don't worry, it will be released, completely released, and you will be united with your loved one, and that will give you so much strength that you will achieve a lot. Okay, as soon as this block gets released, you will see a lot of wishes that you almost gave up on. Lot of them, not one, not two, lot of them will start getting fulfilled on their own. Okay, your spirit guides are just encouraging you to be grateful for the grace you are receiving, because this karma is being released only by grace. You must be supported by really powerful ascended masters to release this much karma in one lifetime. Okay, because I'm just feeling this is so deep rooted, and the devil shows that, like, it really was chaining you down to something, but your guides are rushing in and releasing you from this so that you can live a life full of grace, full of love, and full of achievements as well. Okay, so this is all I have for you, my dear option 3 viewers. if this reading resonated, please hit the like button. Please leave a comment for me, especially since I don't do past life readings so often. I'm very curious, very excited to see how you guys feel. Let me know everything, what resonated, what did not, what you felt, what came up, if something triggered some thoughts. I'm really excited to know it all. So please share with me, share this video with your friends, encourage them to subscribe. I will see you again in my next reading. Till then, stay blessed. Lots and lots of love. Bye bye. Okay, let me put these cards back before I move on to the next option for the day. Fine. Welcome to your reading, my dear option 4 viewers who chose this multi-stone bracelet. Let us keep this aside and let us now see what past life karma is being released by you right now when you're watching this video. Remember, this is a timeless reading, so you can watch this multiple times. Like, you can watch this now, you can watch it 2 years later and find out what karma you are releasing. Okay, so I have this past life oracle deck, so I'll take 3 cards from this past life deck just to get ideas and specifications of this particular past lifetime that is affecting you right now. Okay, and if I need more clarifiers while doing the reading, I'll take more cards. Thank you, Divine. Thank you. Thank you. Then from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, I'll draw 3 cards again to see how this particular lifetime is affecting you in the present. Okay, card just flew out. 2 more cards, please, Divine. For my option 4 viewers, thank you. 1 more card, please. Option 4 viewers, how is their present being affected by this particular past lifetime? Then from our Light Workers Oracle deck, I'll see what is like the present guidance, or what is like the soul lesson that you are learning through this entire situation of releasing this past life karma. And finally, like when all this is released, what is this one major blessing that you are receiving by releasing this particular past life karma? What is the one major blessing option 4 viewers are receiving? Thank you, Divine. Let us dive into your reading now, option 4 viewers. So give me a minute. I'll have to see all the cards together just to get some idea. Hmm. Ah, I'm thinking. Okay, let's think together. This is interesting. So, your past life karma talks about mother. Okay, so this is the past life card, right? So, in this particular lifetime, I'm seeing 2 scenarios. One is the mother that you had in this lifetime, she was extremely important for you. She had a lot of influence on your life. Okay. That is one scenario. The other scenario is you were a mother. That is like the second scenario is I'm feeling for the majority of you. You were probably mother to some children and you took your role as a mother very, very seriously. You loved your children. I mean, all mothers are like that, or most mothers are like that. They love the children, they would do anything, and that means they're everything to them, okay? Taking care of the children like that. So that was extremely important. Then you have trust and faith, okay, followed by the monk or a nun card. So there were two scenarios, right? So in the scenario one, where your mom was extremely important to you and she had a lot of influence in your life, she probably inspired you to become a nun, okay? Or she transmitted like the importance of having a strong faith, of having a strong trust in a higher power. She transmitted that to you, okay? And you have brought uh, that in this lifetime as well. But that's how important she was. And maybe later in life, when she was no longer there, like this urge or this strong faith led you to give up on life or to give up on materialistic pleasures and you became a monk or a nun. Okay, so this is scenario one. Scenario two is you were a mother, you wanted your children to flourish and do well in materialistic things of life, but one of them probably went out of their way to become a monk or nun. Okay, they had, and I'm seeing that you were deeply sad due to them leaving family and becoming this monk or nun. And sorry, so like having seen your child becoming a monk or nun actually um, had shaken your faith. Okay, so these are the two scenarios. Okay, and you let me know in the comments which resonates with you. And now let's see in your present life how that is being affected. So in your present life, you have the Seven of Swords. Okay. So the Seven of Swords is obviously a card where your energy is being drained by something. Then you also have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man talks about being stuck, being stagnant in an extremely uncomfortable position, but at the same time, you yourself choose nothing to do about it because his face is like completely at peace, even though he's stuck in an uncomfortable position, right? This is tricky. I think I'll take clarifiers. Let me show you the third card. The third card is the good part, is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. That in this lifetime, your fortune is definitely going to change. Okay. So let me, from the Rider Waite Tarot deck, take a clarifier for the Mother card. And then I'll take a clarifier from the for the Monk or Nun card. First, a clarifier for the Mother card, Divine. Thank you. And then the next clarifier is for, okay, I already got it, the Hanged Man. So let's see, the clarifier for the Mother card is the Nine of Wands. Okay. And the clarifier for the Monk or Nun is the Emperor. Okay. So like I said, this feels strongly for scenario one or even scenario two. Whatever scenario I mentioned, whatever happened, like your mom influenced you or your kid did not listen to you or become a monk or nun, Due to that, you felt extremely defensive. You felt like you have worked so hard, because the Nine of Wands is like a person who has passionately worked hard, but he has not received any rewards, and he's just waiting. When will the reward happen? He's grumpy, he's bitter, because he had to work a lot. So that is what I'm seeing. So that is what happened in the past lifetime. Like, whether you were the mother or whether it was your mother, you did a lot of work, to keep things flowing smoothly and all. But when they did not work out according to your wishes, you became extremely bitter, and you were kind of waiting for this situation to change. Okay, but the situation did not change. Now, coming to the clarifier for the monk or nun, because there's an emperor here. An emperor necessarily shows an authority figure. So basically, you wanted this other person to change. If it was like you were the mother and you wanted your child to come back and lead a normal family life, they could not, because they were, I would not use the word, but okay, I'll use it anyway. They're severely brainwashed by an authority figure. Okay, like even if they wanted to, they could not come back. If it was the um, first scenario where you yourself was like, uh, was brainwashed in the sense about trust and faith and how important it is to live life as a monk or a nun, even though sometimes you had your doubts, but you could not say no to this emperor like authority figure. And this figure could have been your mother as well, okay? Because this person is wise, this person is a leader, everybody listens to him, and you were like, if I don't listen, like I'll be the foolish one, okay? So I would say, like, to summarize, your past life feels like you were living something that was not authentic to yourself. Okay. So now, when you're coming to this lifetime, this present lifetime, this is the deep rooted impression that you've carried. Even where places, people, situations where you feel that your energy is being drained, you still cannot stand up to it. You will rather stay there, because that is the deep rooted impression that you are not supposed to hurt people, or you're not supposed to speak up, then they will get offended, even though you yourself are getting drained a lot. Okay, even you are hanging in this uncomfortable position, you will still pretend to be fine with your life, rather than making a change. Because again, these authority figures are there in some form or the other. In this lifetime, I'm not seeing that they are particularly authority figures. They can be family, they can be friends, they can be just random acquaintance, but all of them have one thing in common: they drain your energy. They're energy vampires. Okay, and this is the karma that you've brought forth. And what is happening in this lifetime is the wheel of fortune is now turning in your favor. Okay. Finally, in this lifetime, when you see this video, your spirit guides want this video to serve you as a reminder that no, you don't have to be stuck in this hanged man position forever. That I'm stuck with these people, I'm stuck with the situation. They drain my energy, I know, but there's nothing to do. No, no, no. You are not a victim. Okay? The wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. And let us now see the guidance that is coming in. Oh, exactly what I was saying. The divine director who talks about intervention and purpose. So with the wheel of fortune, whenever you're watching this reading, my dear option 4 viewer, divine himself, divine spirit has no gender, but I'm just saying himself, divine himself is intervening. Okay, your spirit guides are intervening so that this pattern is released and is never repeated again. You deserve so much more. Okay, and let me read the message. They are saying divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. Okay, so with this Seven of Swords and Hangman, I was seeing that you are settling. Okay, you are settling for way less than you deserve. because that pattern is there. In the past lifetime, you were influenced by a strong authority figure. It could have been a mother, it could have been like the head priest of the place where you were a monk or a nun. But this lifetime, you will draw healthy boundaries. Okay, your spirit guides will help you build that awareness that even though it feels like these people want the best for me, but they are draining my energy and I'm not growing. Maybe I'm just okay, maybe I'm just surviving, but my purpose is to thrive. Your spirit guides want you to thrive, not just survive. Okay, so that's why the wheel of fortune is turning. There is divine intervention occurring at the time you are seeing this video. Okay, I'm so happy for you guys. So definitely don't be scared. Okay, this was a major block, past life karmic block that is being released now. And your next message is from Mother Gaia, and it talks about the earth connection. And she says, be mindful of the planet, come back to earth, stay grounded. Again, this is another strong message, because remember, you were a monk or a nun and you probably practiced, many things that made your crown chakra and third eye more active than your lower chakras. Okay, so in this lifetime also, your connection with divine is effortless, natural, but at the same time your lower chakras are unbalanced. That's why you may fall into depression very often. Okay, even if it's not clinical depression, you may find yourself feeling sad for no reason, feeling lost for no reason, feeling lethargic for no reason. And that happens when your upper chakras are too active but the lower chakras are blocked. So it's extremely important that you connect to Mother Earth. Okay, you ground yourself. And you can do that by doing like simple activities, by taking more walks in nature, by connecting to beings in nature, just watching them silently. Okay, and also, if you can do more, if you have the capacity to do more, get involved in environmental projects like cleansing beach, cleaning beaches, and other things, planting more trees, things like that, things that benefit the environment as well as human beings. Okay, this is how you ground yourself. Grounding yourself is extremely important, because otherwise your upper chakras are active. You cannot say no to people, but you're extremely sensitive. So you are accumulating garbage of other people as well, and your energy is getting drained. So that's why you have to ground yourself. When you ground yourself, your upper chakras, lower chakras are all balanced, and then other people's trash do not accumulate. Like, even if they come to you because you're sensitive, your heart is sensitive, they will get dissipated into Mother Earth. Okay, because your lower chakras also provide a clear passage. Do you understand what I'm saying? I hope you do. But I think it's a very positive, and it's an opportunity that people usually get, souls get after several lifetimes, to dissolve this heavy baggage. Okay, and the blessing that you're receiving that you did not have last time, like in this particular past life, you were extremely unhappy, right? Because you were leading a life that was not authentic, but you could not express it, so you had to pretend something that you were not 100%. You still liked being a monk or nun. I'm not saying that you detested it, but there were some rules that you did not agree with, but you still had to follow them. And you still had to impose it on other people as well. So it wasn't a very happy thing, especially if it was a second scenario where you were the mother and you have the pain of seeing your child go away being a monk or a nun, and there was no one to take care of you. Okay, so that scenario happened. Yeah. And in the first scenario, also, if you yourself was the monk or nun, you again had nobody to take care of you in your later days, which is why when you release this karma, when the wheel of fortune is turning and the divine intervention happening, you're grounding yourself. The major blessing that you're receiving through all this is a blessing on growing older. Okay, you do not, I don't know what age you are right now, but you do not have to worry because you will have a lot of support when you are growing older. Even if you become, feeble and physically weak, you will have a lot of support and a lot of love, and you will have a lot of resources for yourself as well, because now is the time that you choose to stop this energy drainage. Even if it's uncomfortable, you have already surrendered to the divine, I'm seeing, and your spirit guides are intervening. And just you on your part, just remember to ground yourself by connecting to Mother Earth in some way or the other. And pretty soon you will be releasing this karma, okay, completely. It's never going to repeat itself. And yeah, the rest of life is blessed because you have the blessing on growing older, right? So this is all I have for you, my dear Option 4 viewers. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button. Please leave a comment. I'm doing this reading after a very long time, like the past live reading. So I would love your feedback. Okay, what resonated, what did not, what triggered, everything, anything and everything that you can possibly think of. Please share with me. I would love to read them. And please share this video with your friends as well. Encourage them to subscribe. I will see you again in my next reading. Till then, stay blessed. Lots and lots of love. Bye bye. Okay, let me put these cards back before I move on to the final option of the day. Today's reading was long. Long would be an understatement. Welcome to your reading, my dear Option 5 viewers who chose this cute mermaid mini bottle. Let us now see which past life karma is being released by you at this present moment. Whenever you are watching this reading, remember this is a timeless reading, so you can keep coming back to it every 2 years or every 5 years. I don't know how long each past life karma lasts. Your spirit guides will guide you, I'm sure. So this is my past life oracle deck, and I'm taking 3 cards from this deck to get any specifics about this particular past life that is affecting you right now and the karma that you're releasing. Okay. So from the Rider Waite Tarot also, I'll take 3 cards to understand this effect of this past life on the present life. Like, what is the situation right now in the present life regarding this past life pattern or whatever you want to call it. Thank you, Divine. One more card, please. Thank you. Next, from the Seekers of the Light Oracle deck, we'll see Keepers of the Light. Sorry, I keep forgetting the name. Keepers of the Light. We'll see what are like the major lessons that you are learning through this situation, okay? Or what is the guidance for you to release this karma in the present situation. Thank you, Divine. And finally, from the Major Blessing deck or the blessings oracle deck, we'll see throughout the situation when, like, as this karma is being released, what is the major blessing that you are receiving by releasing this karma, right? Thank you, Divine. Okay, option 5. Let us dive into your reading. Give me a minute, please, to see the cards because it has been interesting to say the least doing this video. So please, whatever feelings get triggered or whatever resonates, does not resonate, please leave me some feedback, okay? Because I would love to read them. Ooh. Okay, this is so straightforward. Like one karma that you're releasing is really straightforward. You don't even need me to explain it because once I show it to you, like the cards are like screaming on your face. So actually, there's more than one karma that you're releasing right now, but one of them is like really obvious. But okay, I'll show you one by one. I'll keep the suspense. So let me show you your past life cards first. So one you got is transportation. Okay, really interesting. And there can be so many different meanings, right? So it can mean that you were working in this particular lifetime, you were working in some kind of transportation industry. It can be the railways, it can be tours and travels by buses, it can be, I don't know, I don't know if this in this particular lifetime there was airlines, but if there was airplanes and all, then you could have been a part of that industry as well. So it can be your work that uh, involved some kind of transportation and you had to probably travel to different places. Okay. Then the next card you have is about unrequited love. Okay. So definitely because you were traveling, you could not settle down with the person you loved. That person probably waited and settled down with somebody else, or it could have been due to any reason that you guys got separated. But I'm feeling this transportation thing is strongly linked with the reason that you could not have a happy love life in this particular lifetime, because it clearly says, talks about unrequited love. And then the third thing is about finances. Okay. And now there are two scenarios here. In this particular lifetime, I think you were chasing money. You felt that you had to make a lot of money, which is why you let the love of your life go. Okay. And that created a block for you in this lifetime regarding money. In this lifetime, when you're watching this video, so far you have probably struggled a lot to make money. You probably realize that people around you can make money easier than you. Like you have to put a lot more effort to make a little amount of money, like that. And this is happening because you have this block, because in the past life you chased money and you gave up on love, but in the end you regretted it, and that regret, that impression of that strong regret is still within your subconscious. Okay, which is why that's acting as a block to making more money. Now the other scenario I was saying is like it could have been that you did not you did not make enough money even in this past lifetime, which is why you could not be united with your love. You see, it's like vice versa. Like one situation is you were chasing money, so you had to give up on your love. Second situation is you did not have enough money, so you had to give up on your love. So this money and giving up on love was strongly linked in this particular lifetime. And again, that happened because of this transportation business or profession or a hobby that you were involved in. Okay, so this caused this mess in this particular past life. Okay, now for your present lifetime cards that you have, one you have is the Five of Cups. Okay, so this is clearly this pattern from the past life where you focus more on what you have lost instead of trying to nurture what you still have. So the Five of Cups is exactly that energy. Like, a person has not lost everything, he still has something that he can build on, he can nurture, but his pattern is to focus on things that does not work out for him, to focus on things that you know the external world tells him that, oh, you're a loser because this did not work out for you. So this is your present energy in this current lifetime. The good thing is, then you've got the Star card, finally followed by the Ace of Wands. Okay. So when you're watching this video, your spirit guides will probably push you into a situation where you are, feeling very vulnerable with the Star card. Like, this person is totally naked. Okay, so there's nothing more to hide, and this will happen because your guides will bring about a situation where they'll force you to look at everything, not selectively choose to focus on certain things and not on the other things. And since you are not used to doing that, you will suddenly feel very vulnerable. But the Star card is extremely positive in the sense that your vulnerability becomes your strength. Okay, when you're vulnerable, that is when you know your guard is down, and then grace can flow in faster, which is this Ace of Wands is showing. Ace represents a new beginning. So definitely this pattern of feeling like a victim, focusing on losses more than focusing on gratitude, so this pattern is going to break because there's a new beginning that is coming in that will make you feel very motivated, very passionate, because the wands represent strong fire energy, strong connection to your own spirit. Okay, so I'll take one Rider Waite tarot card as a clarifier for the transportation. I don't know why, I'm strongly feeling I should take one more card. Dear spirit guides, please give me a clarifier for the past life transportation card, just to understand the picture a little more, or whatever you think my option 5 viewers need to hear from you. Thank you, Divine. So I've taken the card. Okay. So this is a clarifier for the transportation, and you got the Seven of Cups. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, Seven of Cups represents a lot of choices, like so many choices that a person may get confused, because a person is happy that he has choices, but he does not know which one will yield positive results and which one will yield negative results. He has no clue about that. He just knows that he has a lot of choices. So initially, he feels very happy. So that's what I'm seeing in this particular lifetime. This transportation thing caused you to travel to a lot of places, and initially you were like very happy, and that's why you gave up on other things, because it was filling your spirit with so much happiness. But then slowly you were like, I don't know if it is benefiting me or if it is negatively affecting my life. When you're growing older, you have these thoughts, and which is why, like, you have this fear of making choices in this lifetime also, I'm feeling. And so, like, whenever it happens with everybody, and you all know this, like, some decisions work in our favor, some decisions do not, and that is a part of life. You don't stop taking decisions because you fear failure. So that is something that was going to happen with you with the Five of Cups. You were so focused on the decisions that did not work out for you that you almost felt like, no, I will not do anything. And that is what making you feel very vulnerable, because you are feeling like you have no control and all. But when you are presenting your vulnerable self to the world, you are being presented with a tremendous opportunity that will excite you again. Okay, like in the past lifetime you were very high spirited, very motivated person, but by the end of it, since you suffered losses in your love life, in your financial life, you were like, was the point? And that's why your spirit kind of got dampened, whatever you want to call it. So in this lifetime, your guides are helping you to overcome that pattern of getting demotivated easily, the pattern of feeling like a victim whenever you hear a no, whenever something does not work in your favor. Okay, they are breaking that past life pattern. They are helping you release that particular past life pattern. Okay, so it's not like everything will happen in your favor after this. No, there will be still some decisions that you will make that will be profitable. There'll be some decisions you make that will not be profitable for you, but you won't be scared anymore, or you won't be like heavily focused on the negative decisions anymore. Okay, because there is a new beginning coming towards you that will again excite you. It can be in your work life, it can be in love life, it can be anywhere. Okay, but it is something that will truly motivate you from the core of your soul. And then, like, the pattern that is breaking, that I'm clearly seeing, is the pattern about finances, which is why I was saying in the beginning it's so obvious, because you got Lord Ganesha, who speaks of infinite abundance. And the message here is obstacles are being removed. Obstacles, all kinds of difficulties are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So, definitely, like we all know, since because we are watching tarot readings, because we know we are connected to the divine through some spirit guides, through some, I don't know, guardian angels, okay? And they are helping you release these blockages. And through this, and they're sending some like-minded spiritual people with you as well. And this Ace of Wands could very well be an initiation into a spiritual path for some of you, okay? Some particular spiritual path initiation for some of you. I won't be surprised, okay? And that is actually releasing this block and clearing the way for infinite abundance. The other message also is from the Holy Spirit, and it says, expect miracles. Okay, remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. What more do you want? You have expect miracles, you have infinite abundance, and the blessing, the major blessing, the huge blessing that you are receiving by releasing this particular past life karma is a blessing to bring prosperity. Okay, so I think this is an awesome, awesome ending to a past life karma. I don't know how painful it was for you, especially if you were struggling with your finances for a really long time, even in this lifetime, and you did not have ideas, you felt like a victim. Um, the major karma that is getting released is the block that you had regarding making money. Obstacles are being removed. You have a lot of divine grace, divine blessings surrounding you, which is why miracles are also happening. And the major, major blessing you're receiving is to lead a very prosperous life in this lifetime. And I'm also getting that you will unite with your love, even though it does not explicitly say. Maybe it'll happen in another phase. At this particular phase, what is happening is the past life karma that you're releasing is the major blockage that you had against finances or making more money, that is being released. Okay, so this is all I have for you, my dear option 5. If this reading resonated, please hit the like button. Please leave a comment. I'm doing this past life reading after so many months that I am really looking forward to reading your comments. Please share whatever you felt while listening to this reading. If something resonated, if nothing resonated, if something triggered some memories, please let me know. I'm very excited to know how you feel. Okay, so please share this reading with your friends, encourage them to subscribe. I will see you again in my next video. Till then, stay blessed, Lots and lots of love. Bye bye.